Hi, we're going to be back in just a little bit. Let me get the kitchen cleaned up and we'll be right back with you. Is there anything, impending words of wisdom you want to depart with?
No, that's pretty, they're pretty, yes, I have a lot of words of wisdom, but she never listens, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
We'll be right back. Hey gang, we're back. Alright,
I'm here too.
I'm going to do the chicken now. You know, in a flip pan, they come up beautiful. Cut them in half. Your butcher will be more than happy to do that. And it's a beautiful little sized chicken. Perfect.
Oh, brother. And this is all we get?
Well, that's all you have because it didn't have any children, so.
So it does, oh yes, it does have children.
I'm over here, but they're over there.
Yes, it does have children. I'm going to show them to you. Right here. I got them started early this morning.
Talk up louder.
Early this morning when I was at home.
Let me get this out of the way. What
Yes,
the hell are they?
Please do. Well, have you ever seen these?
I don't even know if I want to because I got a half a chicken and she's going to go,
This has... Get out of here. I'm busy.
I'm going to put them under my wing.
You know what? Your chicken's going to be in trouble
Under my
about
wing. Chicken.
You're not going to have a chicken in about 1 minute. There. See that? You do that. And then you have a couple little peppercorns. And you do one little peppercorn there.
Would you devil these eggs?
I did. I deviled them this morning. And then I have a little carrot beak. And there is your little chicken. And this is the offspring of the chicken she's cooking, and I'm just trying to make her feel guilty.
Get my children.
This is my mother.
Don't know if it was a boy or a girl though.
So when we serve these, that
Aren't
chicken,
they cute, Mom?
we can serve it with these little chickens, and these are easy to do. All you have to do is look at them, and you know how to do it. Well,
They look like little World War II people.
well, they do until they get their
They got their little
gun.
helmets on.
Until they get their gun.
Well, they can't have their gun. They have no gun. They're a chicken.
Would you grab that peppercorn that just went on the floor? It isn't, is it?
No.
I always wanted
Well, you're
a
not
cleaning
gonna-
lady. Huh?
No, they're right there.
How's
Oh, you
that?
only did 2 of them?
Well, that's all. One for you and one for me.
Oh my God! Whoop! Mom, fix him. He fell down for
Well,
crying out loud.
you have to be-
Really? It's almost like the little 3 bears you made for me, and you ripped all their arms off.
Oh, I made the 3 little bears for her when she was little, and it was all felt. And I hand stitched their little feet on, and I used rubber elastic to put their arms on. I gave them to her, and the first thing she did was she pulled on the arms and go, and the whole thing just sprung apart. Well, that was the end. I never made her anything that intricate after that.
God, oh, they're
Isn't that
cute,
cute?
Mom. Keep them so they don't get ruined, because we'll use them for the garnish when we get ready to plate at the end of this.
I just wrecked his nose, but that's all right. Okay,
Cute
that's my
stuff, Mom. Really?
that's my contribution to the chicken.
Whether it was a boy or a girl, anyway. I think it was a girl,
No,
probably.
it doesn't make any difference. When
Okay,
they're little, it's just kind of.
we're gonna get this thing on. All right. So if anybody remembers what the recap is, what are we gonna do when we have our flip pan when Mom's head's not in the way? We're going to turn it on, and we're going to put it on what? Yes.
What are we putting?
1200
Oh, 1200 watts.
watts. And we're going to use the shallow side first to warm up the pan.
How long does it take to warm the pan up?
About 10 minutes.
Really, that long?
Mom is going to, these need to be done in half. Because they got to go in when I get the chicken ready.
Perfect.
So the tomatoes, talk about your tomatoes. These
Oh.
are really good too.
These are such sweet. They're cherry tomatoes, and we're now coming. It squirts all over my face. We're now coming to the end of tomato season because it's been a cold, wet, kind of rainy season up here, and the tomatoes are all cracking before they even get ripe. And so
We're putting olive oil on the chicken while Mom's talking.
my cherry tomatoes, I washed these, and but the cherry tomatoes are now they're kind of waning, you know.
Yeah, but
I
they're
don't-
still sweet though, Mom.
I think I just got maybe a half a dozen today.
Those are pretty sweet yet though.
There's a cherry tomato rolling around the floor here somewhere. Won't she be surprised when that squirts between her toes?
I heard that.
Well, I thought it was funny.
It will be. It's probably all the way
It's
back
my
there, and
tin-
you're the only skinny person that can fit under there to get it.
You know, this has been my only chance to really get even
Yeah.
with her for all the things she
Yeah,
did.
thanks so much for having Mom as a sidekick. I thought maybe I was free of that, but
Yeah.
I guess not.
It's good for you, Colleen. It's your
All right.
comeuppance.
This might come up as.
Yes, your comeuppance. All
I
right.
have
Want me to
olive
clean it?
oil on my chicken. No, we'll get it later.
Okay, I'm going to cut these in half.
Well, you're gonna take the guide off that first.
I'm ready. I need a paper towel.
Right up behind you. I'm using our Sassy Last Spice. The coconut lime one. And you gotta grind it all in. You have no idea. You've not ever had this chicken with this. This lends itself with that white wine, unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, Mom used to laugh all the time. Well, can you smell it on there?
It is pretty funny massaging a chicken.
You gotta put it in the meat. I never knew anything about anything doing music and singing all the time. I used to think it was a mystery for me to go in a kitchen when I was singing out in these clubs, because they'd all be making all this great stuff, and I would watch the chefs. I had no clue. Didn't care. They gave it to me. They cooked it. I didn't have to worry about it. After Glenn died, Mom's husband, 5 years ago, she said, "What are we going to do now?" And I said, I think what we need to do is I need to be a chef.
I knew what I was going to do. I wondered what she was going to do. Because she couldn't boil water. I was much better.
She goes, "Well, how long do you think it's going to take you?" Oh, she's a great cook. She's a good cook.
What's that?
You're a good cook, though. So she said, "How long do you think it's going to take you to do that?" I said, I started singing in 8 months. I said, from nothing. I said, and I got a band, and Porter Wagner brought me to Nashville in '82. I said, so that took about 8 months. I said, so I figure cooking can only be about the same. And 8 months later, here we are. Well, down the road, but I had been doing it now for a while.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while.
But, that was 5 years ago. So 8 months after that. So I've been doing it for 4 years, but
Yeah.
still in all.
Well, you've learned a lot.
I'm going to add some garlic on this,
And I
too.
tried to get out of it because I've been cooking for...
Oh, you've been cooking for an eternity.
I've been cooking for 70...
You've been cooking longer than Methuselah for
Just
crying out
about.
loud.
Probably 55,
Butter.
50 years,
I'm going
longer
to make
than
a
that,
compound
20.
butter on the chicken, done just like this. And now, if you don't want to mix your stuff up, you can just take it and shove it all on there. Because what?
Nothing.
That's what I need.
I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with these.
That lemon, I'm going to need in 8 pieces.
Where would you like me to put my... I need a bowl.
You have it in your hand.
Yeah, but that's for the parsley.
Yeah, but you have more bowls. We have tons of bowls.
Perfect, that's what I figured.
And I'm just using one hand to do my stuff here.
Okay.
Now I'm going to use some Sassy Simple. So anyway, I did my compound butter the opposite way. You can mix it up. Well, you can mix it on the chicken.
What?
What? No, I forgot to make my compound butter, so I just did it this way.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good
that
that way.
works.
It works that way, because I'm going to...
Well, it all goes to prove that,
I gotta turn this around.
some things in cooking are not rocket science. Other things, maybe so, but some things aren't.
No, you could... If you mess it up, you can always fix it. It's not that hard.
I'll never forget the time I made cookies, and I don't know what I did to them. I screwed them up somehow. And I ended up, my mother ended up taking and she couldn't cook at all, but she took them and turned them
Mom,
into
can you
cake.
get me the lemon, please? What are you doing? I don't need to garnish till the end. I need 8 pieces over that.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
And can you cut these
Do I
shallots?
look like a mind
I need
reader?
minced shallots for this chicken.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I need the minced shallots for the pasta after. So you can do these after. They gotta go with the pasta, so we'll put them
Perfect.
right there.
All right, you said I needed how many of these slices?
I need 8.
Eight?
Cut the ends off. cut it into 4s,
Holy
cut
man.
it in half again. Oh, well, I have to break them down, Mom. They're not going to cook in a line.
Well, I would, all right, there's 4 pieces.
Oh, this is just
You said you
beautiful.
you want 8 slices this thick? You want them that thick?
Yeah, I got them. Yeah, I'm putting
Really?
them in the chicken here.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't got to be like minced. It'll
That's
break
a pretty
down.
nice sharp knife, Colleen. It's too bad that one slice didn't work.
So I'll break
I don't
down,
think you're
Mom.
supposed to do
No
it that
problem.
way. Hmm?
It'll all break down with no problem.
Good. Okay, I got it now.
Gosh.
I'm getting better as I'm
Nice.
getting older. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Team.
Mom used to do a split when she was in
Yeah.
high school, and you stood up against the back of the thing and just put your foot right back up behind you, right?
Well, a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, right. Like
Nobody in my family
Yeah,
could
like
ever
I've
do
ever
it.
done that.
Yeah,
That works for me. Yeah, I've done that before.
I've heard tell. Okay, I need a thing to put the lemon in, and I can't leave my space. You told me I can't leave my space.
Don't leave your space.
Okay.
Just leave it right there for a minute.
You got my space. I'm going to get a dish.
I'm gonna.
There were bowls.
The bowls are back there, Mom.
Where are the bowls?
All right, we're gonna take this chicken and we're gonna drop them. Oh, you poor little thing. Oh, baby. Make a mess. This is the fun part about cooking. You can always clean it up. All right, now the 1200 goes down to, what did I say before?
I had no idea. I wasn't
9.
listening. Why do you turn the watts down?
Because you're
I only do it to save electric, huh?
Mom, what are you
What?
doing? You burn the hell out of it.
Okay. Well, where does temperature come in then?
Temperature? It's in. Now we're searing the outside. We don't want to.
See,
Really? Did you just ask
my
me?
induction burner doesn't work like yours.
This is why when we had originally got these things, when we were watching Debbie Murray on Evine Live, Debbie Murray, she is phenomenal. She cooks for Suzanne Summers and everything, and she's a really good friend of mine. And I'll tell you what, that girl works her butt off, and she has some of the most incredible dishes. And that's where we had first heard about all this stuff from Debbie, and she taught us how to do all this. Well, she taught me because you never paid attention, apparently. Are you making faces?
No.
You
I
were.
don't-
You were just making a face. I know you were.
I don't make faces, Colleen.
You were making a face because I said that.
How could you tell?
Because it got quiet. It's
Oh.
almost like kids causing problems.
I guess that must mean that when I'm not
Exactly
talking,
right.
there's a big problem. Boy, I got my garnish.
Oh,
I
here's
got-
Mom's skewers, by the way. She got them all ready, and
Aren't
they're
they
going to be going on the grill shortly. So we're going to put these back here because they will.
Them are some skewers.
They're beautiful. They're going to go on the grill here in a minute.
Yep.
I got everything else on with
I
that.
like them. I like those skewers.
What is that?
I'm going to chop my broccoli or my parsley.
I'll take these.
I have these little
I'll take.
things.
I'll take these and I'll take
These are the whole ones, and now I'm going to chop the other ones. Does it meet with your approval?
It does. Now, so we sweat this stuff out.
Actually,
We're going to sweat this out, so I'm going to throw salt over all of this because
I've been sweating things out for years. I'm used to
not
it.
forget. When we start getting that pasta ready for this chicken, we'll break at that point. I need
Oh,
these,
nice shot.
those little shallots done.
We could play basketball with those.
And I'm going to throw this garlic on that butter and we'll do a...
Why do I have all this mess under here?
that's you. There's a rag.
Because you took... I got it.
Yeah, it's always me.
I got it.
Oh, look at that bad thing go. Okay, let's flip it. All right, Mom, get out of the way. Get out of the way so they can see. If you do not get this nice and brown, you will not have a nice piece of chicken. Therefore, when you do it, Make sure you got enough of that brown, because that makes flavor. Flavor, flavor, flavor town.